guys, Amicore5 here, and yeah, apparently I'm being forced. Well, actually, not being forced, but I should say that there's just a lot of stuff going on with within the gaming realm, and of course, moving away from talking about Tifa and her boobs and such, because goddamn, I love looking at women's boobs, and obviously, I think if Tifa's rack was a little bit bigger, it'd be amazing and beautiful. Plus, also, I didn't really like the whole entire idea when essentially when that one part in Rebirth where Sephiroth like literally sliced um, a portion of Tifa's clothing, which was supposed to reveal her boobs, but apparently, yeah, and apparently you don't actually see blood in that, except for like with a little bit of like of the slice with the sword. But anyways, the main topic for the story is talking about Sweet Baby Inc. Now, I've talked about it before, but I haven't really gone into big detail. So, what is Sweet Baby Inc. entirely? Well, they're a group that are made up of a whole bunch of degenerates, whole bunch of people who basically want to have basically have an influence on a lot of AAA gaming. Okay, we can look at many different ones, um, going from Starfield to a whole bunch of other ones, um, and let's just say that I wouldn't say Square Enix. Well, actually, Sweet Baby Inc. actually does have a thing with Square Enix, but that's neither here or there. I'm not going to go into any specifics, but I'm going to just say what needs to be said here. Okay, so um, this was an article actually. I first found out about this whole entire thing this morning when I was like on my while I was on my phone because I usually don't really get up at a specific time, but unless of course I'm working. But other than that, yeah, and apparently there are someone made a curator page for basically detecting games that have been affected by Sweet Baby Inc. So I'll go through this article. So the article is called Sweet Baby Employees Inside Harassment against the Steam creator. Um, Let me see. I think I have it pulled up somewhere. Let me see. Yes. So as you see, it's right here. Um, and they have a whole bunch of different ones relating to like Horizon Forbidden West, Ratchet and Clank. Some of these games, like I have actually, I think I played Metal Gear 5. I did not know it was affected by Sweet Baby Inc. I did not know. Outriders, I think I have played a little bit of it, but I don't remember much playing it, honestly. Indiana Jones, I haven't. Um, Starfield, at first I was gonna buy it, but I didn't. Thank God I didn't. Saints Row, that game did horrible. No surprise. Same thing with Spider-Man. Though I'm not really much into Spider-Man games these much, but I know there's a lot of people that enjoy the Spider-Man games. Have at you. Go ahead if you would rather play a game that's infected by Sweet Baby Inc. You're welcome to do that. Yeah, I do remember I got this game, but I haven't actually played it. Let me see what else. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of games I actually have. I think I have played Goodbye Volcano High, but I don't. But I'm not because I'm not into furry games, obviously. And Sable, I remember I played the demo of it, but I never actually thought about buying it. And to be honest, I actually like Omno. Omno's actually a really cool, awesome game. If you guys haven't actually tried it, definitely check out Omno. Yeah, I mean it's cheap. I think it goes for like I don't know, like $7 to $12, somewhere on there. I don't know the actual price currently, but it's definitely a well worthy small indie title. Definitely check it out. Definitely well worthy of your time. There's a lot of just puzzle solving, and it's really just a relaxing game. I mean, you could probably complete within like I don't know, within like 5 hours. It's not that long of a game, anyways. So, yeah. So there's like one There's like one person over at Sweeping. I can't. I don't think I can pull up his whole entire um, Twitter thing because honestly, I don't really go on Twitter that much. Well, I kind of do. The I kind of do, but I kind of really don't at the same time. Um, but yeah, but yeah, if you go to the About page and check this out, um, you can see that has like 38 people following it, which is pretty cool. Um, and what this is really about is essentially it's a way to let gamers know, hey, this game is affected by this company. Do not play supporting these games unless, of course, you don't mind, showing some support for Sweet Baby Inc. But just to let you know, it is not a really really good idea to go following a company like this because they have infected so many games, even some of the most awesome, amazing games that you've played in the past. Okay, now not every single game like Mario's not really like infected by Sweet Baby Inc. because Nintendo owns the IP, but it's most of like a lot of the third party games that have been affected by Sweet Baby Inc. So yeah, individuals who work with Sweet Baby Inc. have begun a harassment campaign against the creator of Sweet Baby Inc. Detective Curator. The curation page is intended to inform users whether a game has relied on Sweet Baby Inc.'s narrative consultant service. So what that really means is it's another way of saying as if a game has been like so let's take for example a game developer is making the game, right? Because that's the whole point of what the game developer's job is, right? So if you think of it this way, the narrative consultant, which is basically someone from Sweet Inc., basically tells the director, basically no, change that. We don't want we can't have any sexiness of this because it's not okay. Oh no, we can't have this because it's not really it's not really a good idea to put this in the games. Go with this instead. It'll look a lot better. And then by the time the final product comes out, basically the end result is it goes horrible. So yeah, let's see. Critics of Sweet Baby believe that their mission of promoting inclusivity is done at the expense of a game's narrative quality. Meanwhile, the Sweet Baby employees criticize the curator of being ideologically motivated against woke people and have mocked the curator's attempts to legitimize their work by avoiding loaded language and instead focusing on information consumers. And essentially, when and this is probably true for the Gamer's website because there were a couple of articles I actually read regarding with Final Fantasy VII and how there's no LGBTQ stuff and everything. But I just figured I didn't really want to talk about that portion, but this actually has more of what coincides with what a couple of the article writers for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth basically had to say. So when it comes to gaming is all about having fun, right? Everybody needs fun in their lives. Okay, everybody needs it. Fun is just a way to get away from all the drama, get away from everything that's been going on, and just go into a world and enjoy everything. Okay, just enjoy whatever is happening. Instead, what a lot of people, like someone who works for either Sweet Baby Inc. or The Gamer or such and such, they want games to have more of an information narrative, basically getting you to think in their direction instead of just going by like whatever the game is meant to be. So instead of like a game being a normal plot, instead you're basically having things shoved in your face that's basically about like their whole entire political takes and whatnot, and it makes absolutely no sense. That's not the whole point of like why gamers enjoy video games in the first place. Gamers enjoy video games because of the amount of fun that they can have. Okay? Take Final Fantasy VII for example. When I play Final Fantasy VII, I enjoy it because of the plot. The whole entire interesting story of it. Going from, okay, here's First Class Soldier. Apparently, he just came back from a long time, joining part of a special program that Shinra had, which is Soldier. Okay? Then all of a sudden, one day he works with a group known as Avalanche, and they go out and they basically destroy, Shinra's, Mako reactor towers because basically it's draining the lifeblood of the earth. And that's what happens. And then eventually the story ends up going a little bit of a turn, because now it's, instead of focusing all on Shinra, it now goes into focusing more about Sephiroth, because the whole entire story is, Cloud has a whole entire deal with Genova and everything, and it gets a lot more interesting and enticing. That's what the whole point of video games is. It's enticing and getting the gamer engaged. It's all about telling a really cool, awesome story that really has nothing to do with politics. That's the whole point. That literally is the whole entire point. Okay? Saints Row, for example. Saints Row is all about, like, basically a group of people just going around committing mass destructions and trying to take over the city. That's it. That's clearly the whole entire point. Even in Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs is all about the power of CTOS, hacking buildings and getting everything, and even stealing money by just using the power of hacking. That's it. And Grand Theft Auto is really just all about three people just going and committing crimes and taking stuff from the rich and doing something with it. I mean, if you think about maybe playing the first Assassin's Creed game, the first Assassin's Creed game was really all about taking you back in time to maybe, let's say, the French Revolution, and taking down an emperor who was doing something. Okay, so each game, whatever game you play, has its own story. These people at Sweet Baby Inc. and other people like all the journalists out on these websites, whether it's like The Gamer or IGN or I don't remember a lot of them, but essentially, or even Kotaku. A lot of them don't understand that the fact is that we as gamers don't care about your political narrative. We don't care about your takes. We care mostly about just the games that come out. Games are all about telling a story. Okay? It's just like, when you're making a movie, you're supposed to, tell a good story. Like the original Star Wars. Remember Star Wars? That was, back in the day when George Lucas made those films. They were all about basically, it was him expressing, taking some inspiration from several other things he's seen and combining it into making it one good film that he was inspired to create. It's all about good versus evil. Light versus darkness, bad versus something. You can even look at the first the first 3 Kingdom Hearts games. Those are really good. So yes, continuing on. The employees in question, Chris Kindred and Felix Kramer, have both mentioned the Curator. Meanwhile, Kindred has encouraged their followers to mass flag the Curator, as well as his personal Steam account, seemingly to punish him. And this is what Chris Kindred said. The Steam Curator harassment group Sweet Baby Inc. detected is led by a person named this person. Here's them trying to be slick so they don't get reported, even with the discriminatory language filed off. The group itself still fails to follow code of conduct, which kind of is bullshit, honestly. And if you go to this guy's Twitter page, he basically has everything, like his whole entire account is blocked. That's basically like what it is. It really has absolutely nothing to do with whatever goes on, but yeah, you definitely see the point here, because the whole entire thing is basically just to inform you, this game has been infected by Sweet Baby Inc. This game may not be the right for you. Okay, I've played in my whole entire life, ever since I was a young kid, I've always enjoyed a game with a good sense of story and plot. Okay, I've played what is it? Like Super Mario 64, Mario Odyssey, Kirby 64, Star Fox, Jak and Daxter, Sonic Adventures. I've played, what other games have I played? Man, I've played so many different games. It's crazy. Okay, and a lot of those games I played in the past, not one of them have ever had a political narrative tied to them. Literally. Okay? Even back during, like, I mean, how the first Last of Us was pretty good. I played only a little bit. I only played like the beginning portion of it, but I never really got to play. I never really got very far. I mean, I've played Final Fantasy X. That's also a great game you can look at. Okay, those are the precise games that people should be playing. They shouldn't be playing games that have a freaking narrative being shoved into your face by some fucking goddamn wannabe idiot who doesn't understand that the whole point of video games is to have fun. That's the title of games. It's all about fun. It's entertainment. In entertainment, it's all about just enjoying yourself, not getting away from reality. No one cares about your life experiences, and no one gives a fuck about anything that you have to say about your whole entire life. No one cares about where you come from. No one cares about if you're a lesbian, gay, bisexual. No one cares about that shit. You know what? Your life is your life. If you have friends that do actually like talk about that stuff, then sure, then hang out with those people. But if your whole entire narrative is set on trying to basically being incredibly rude, trying to basically stick your claws and saying, hey, you can't enjoy this game. You have to listen to to my takes. I'm so obsessed with with the whole entire world. People not respecting me. That I'm a gay ass person and I can't get anywhere in life and of course it's like, but gamers, we don't care. We really don't care. We don't give a fuck about you. We don't know who you are or where you come from. We don't give a fuck. We don't know your background. No one gives a shit. Literally. It's like that the one little kid in an elementary school. Everyone enjoys, talking amongst each other, and then there's always that one kid who's like, you know what, I'm gonna tell on you because you did this to me or whatever. Oh, you did this to me, you did that to me, or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm gonna also tell you because you're not allowing me to, and it's like, for God's sakes, you know what? Not everybody is liked. Okay, hell, I even have like 3 people at my job that don't even actually literally quite respect me. Hell, they don't even like talking to me. Do I literally am I am I getting mad at them? Well, on the inside, I may be mad, but not on the outside, because I try to be respectful, and plus, I don't like really having conflict with other people. So, there you go. Anyway, the report, something came out of this page, and yeah. So, yeah, you guys can definitely follow it. It has over, I think, 38,000 or million followers. So, definitely check it out. Yeah. And let me see if I can pull it up really quickly. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, if you go to their website, this is basically their whole entire thing. This is their whole entire shtick. Okay, this is Sweet Baby Inc. And yeah, they're founded in 2018. They're a narrative development and consultant studio. And they're based in Montreal, blah, blah, blah. No one gives a shit. No one cares. And yeah, and let's see. If you go to their project page, they have a whole bunch of projects that they worked on. Okay? Check it out. Check it out, folks. This is exactly the type of people that you're dealing with. Okay? These are exactly what kind of horrible ass people these people are, and you should not support these. There's loads of them. Look at this. You have Alan Wake 2, God of War, Battle Shares. I don't even know what Battle Share is. I don't think I remember playing that. You have Goodbye Volcano High. I remember that. You have Sable, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, oh my God, what's Peter Parker, his girlfriend? Yeah, I mean, she got her whole entire sexiness got watered down in that. And Sweet Baby Inc. actually had a thing to that. And yeah, and if you scroll down, this is like what you're like literally seeing on the screen. I'm not even lying. They've affected Square Enix, Ubisoft, Warner Brothers, Finji, Polygon, Rocksteady. The Compulsion Games. Some of these are well known. Literally. Wizards of the Coast. People Can Fly. I don't remember much of those, but... And you also have 2K. And Xbox Studios. Electronic Arts. Valve. Santa Monica Studio. There you go. Do I need to actually express anything more to this? No, I don't. I think I've made my point quite clear. And you know what? Square Enix deserves everything that they get, from hiding their whole entire ethics program, because everybody knows that basically Square Enix is, they have censored Tifa's boobs. What? And for those who are asking, oh, Anime Core, why are you so obsessed with, the censoring of Tifa's boobs? Because looking at her rack, like in the Final Fantasy Advent Children, which you guys should definitely check it out. It's a really, really old movie, and it came out like around, I think, like 2000 something, and it's one of the most amazing ass animation movies, and it takes place 2 years after the original game. And everything is within animation CGI. It's basically like Kingdom Hearts keyback cover, except that the whole entire thing it sets around, after, Sephiroth's major debut return with 3 of the main characters that kind of look like Sephiroth. And it's Cloud and the group have to come back together and save everything. And then at the very end of the movie, you actually end up seeing Zack and Aerith. That's the whole entire thing. Go watch it. I guarantee you guys would love the movie. And, in that movie, Tifa has a great, her boobs are amazing in that. Because you, literally see it. You actually, you can see a small little tiny portion of her boobs. And, and she has a really, really great boob rack within that whole entire movie. It is so good. Okay? You guys can watch the full complete version. I have the downloaded version saved on my freaking goddamn computer. You can even, I don't think you can find on Crunchyroll, but you can definitely, you can buy the movie off of Amazon. You can definitely go search on a site like Anywave. They have it there. So that's what you guys should do. But do not support any game that basically has some influence by Sweet Baby Inc. Okay? I've made my message quite clear. Just like I said in my last video, everything, if you go out in the world, you'll find some really, really cool, awesome, sexy-ass women. And you know what? I don't mind, checking a woman's body out. Matter of fact, women love having, their bodies checked out by men. And not to mention, women, the whole entire point of, why women exist in the first place is because women love feeling attracted to the opposite sex. And not to mention that women in general love to, they love to compare breast sizes to each other. And they also love to compare, beauty, they love to have a beauty competition with each other to see, which guy, finds them sexy and attractive. And usually it's usually the women who have the big boobs usually are the victors. Hell, that's the reason, the word MILF exists for a reason, because it's usually a chick with a really big bust. Most men love that. Others may not, but hey, I'm a guy who actually enjoys seeing loads of boobs of different sizes. That's just it. Anyways, that pretty much ends up this whole entire video. But yes, let me see. But yeah, this last portion is Kindred also claims that the Curator runs afoul of Steam's code of conduct, which says interactive should not be abusive, disparaging, or inflammatory, nor create an environment that is unwelcomed. However, as slated previously, the Curator has been laying up their page in order to focus on informing consumers. Well, good. I mean, the more consumers know about what is being affected in their games, the more people will know how to stay away from their games being affected. This is like basically, if no one has ever watched Tropes vs. Video Games, and this was started by Anita Sarkeesian a long time ago. So I'll pull up a picture for you guys. Let me see if I can find it. I should have it. I should find it. Let me see. Let's see. Oh god. God. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So this here is Anita Sarkeesian. She started this whole entire synopsis with Tropes vs. Video Games, and it kind of now it's kind of gone. But one of the founders who founded Sweet Baby, yeah, she kind of followed along with what Anita was trying to convey. Basically, trying to show, women in video games should not be, for the male gaze. But men love looking at men. Men love looking at women. Okay, men love looking at women. Okay, it's just men are attractive to women, same way as women are attracted to men. That's the thing. And there are some women out there that are actually lesbians. Okay, I literally chatted with one chick a long time ago, and she actually told me that she was a lesbian. Okay, hell, if you go to a porn site, you'll even actually see a lot of normal to average looking women that actually do end up having some sex with each other. Seriously, I love looking at women who are nice, young, and skinny. Okay, and even to average looking. Okay, I'm not really interested in plus size women. I think they're actually kind of gross. But I like skinny to average looking women, even petite women. Women with small size boobs. But that's it. Anyways, I think I've made my point quite clear. All right, so for those out there, please understand this. Okay, games are all about freedom of expression. Games are all about having fun. Games are not about, trying to push a political narrative to get someone to listen to their take. No one cares, okay? Especially you guys over at Sweet Baby Inc. No one cares about you guys. No one gives a fuck about you. No one knows who you are. No one gives a shit. And this guy, Chris Kindred, no one cares about you either, okay? Seriously. If you want to complain about something, you're welcome to go make your own website and complain to a void, okay? And the people who agree with you, they can follow you over there. But get your fucking head out of your asses and stop fucking around with our excitement of video games, okay? Seriously. No one gives a fuck, okay? Do not support Sweet Baby Inc. Do not support any company that is affiliated with Sweet Baby Inc. Okay? Now, if there's a particular game that you like, okay, fine. Go ahead, but you just need to know that you're supporting Sweet Baby Inc. Now, XE games, they're not infected by them. At least, not to my knowledge, at least. Nice America, they're making, what was that game? Reinatus. They're working on bringing Reinatus over to the West. But essentially, they are not affected by Sweet Baby. So support any company that has no affiliation with Sweet Baby. Do not go and buy a game that is affected by Sweet Baby, okay? Please do not. Save yourself some time and go find games that actually have a good story-driven narrative that actually, that's actually fun, and it just takes you into its own story, okay? If you play Tres Gold Steel, that game is it has its own plot, There's no freaking political narrative. There's no one particular character that's constantly talking about itself over and over throughout the whole entire game. No one cares. Okay, so I'm getting off here. This is Anime Core 5. Thank you guys so much for watching this interesting Sweet Baby Inc. complaint. And yes, do yourself a favor. Do not support Sweet Baby Inc. or have anything to do with them whatsoever. And if someone tries to shove their narrative in your face, just tell them to go fuck themselves. Okay? Literally. Say that directly to their face because no one cares. And all the normies who have never heard Sweet Baby Inc. and have absolutely and do not even understand like what is that they do, they can go do the research and watch some YouTube videos. All right. With that, I'll end things off here. Give this video a like if you liked it. Comment down below. Share and of course subscribe if you want to see more up-to-date content. And of course, make sure to click the all notification bell icon if you also want to stay in tune and be notified. All right. Till then, this is Anime Core 5, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.